Welcome everyone back to weekly weather updates, and in today's video we're going to have a look at the latest from the live radar. Then we'll run through the UK Met Office run, have a look at the precipitation and temperature over the next 5 days, as we do still have some unsettled conditions, but we are now starting to see a step change in temperatures. Gone are the days of mid-teens. It looks likely now that most days over the coming week or so at least, possibly well beyond that, as we'll see with the mid to long range in the second half of the video, it does look like we could be reaching 20 degrees plus somewhere in the United Kingdom. So potentially we're seeing sort of a step change now, as I said, with those temperatures rising to more early summer-like and less spring-like temperatures. Then we'll have a look at the mid to long range, as I said. We'll have a look at the GFS, GM and ECMWF. And again, we're seeing this consistent signal of high pressure to our east, low pressure to our west, southerly winds. It looks like it's going to be turning very warm throughout the middle third of May. Exact temperatures, very difficult to say at this stage, but it could be anywhere from around 25 to 30 degrees for the top temperatures come the middle of May. And we're seeing strong consistency for well above average conditions quite widely as well. So remember, if you enjoy my videos, make sure to like and subscribe, and remember to follow me on Twitter as well, the link's in the description. So we start on the live radar. You can see at the moment we do have showers in the north and west, closer to low pressure in the far south and east, much drier, and it is turning increasingly warmer today. Now I'm recording this video a little bit earlier than normal, but by the time this video is released, temperatures in the south and east most likely will be reaching 21, perhaps 22 degree max, but more widely 18 to 20 degrees. So a very warm day, will be quite a lot of sunshine around, cloud will try and build in, but generally should be quite a nice day. Further northwards and westwards, as I said, there are showers around. Nothing too heavy at this stage. A few heavier showers can break out, of course, this time of year, with strong sunshine, warmer air masses, a little bit of instability, and you can get a few convective showers, heavy showers popping off. So that could happen over the course of the afternoon into the evening, but at this stage it just looks like there are a few moderate showers around. If we do have a look at the cloud, you can see generally thickest in the north and the west. Again, this isn't showing it particularly high resolution, but thickest in the north and the west, thinnest in the south and the east. And we look at the temperatures as of around 11 a.m. And you can see plenty of yellows and some oranges starting to build on the charts in the south and the east. You can see generally quite a warm day from northeast England through East Anglia to southeast, for the southwest of England and most of Wales and the Midlands as well, even into parts of northwest England as well. Further northwards and westwards, a little bit more blues mixing in, but of course that's a bit of a higher ground, and of course those showers and thicker cloud holding those temperatures back a bit. So it is looking like it's going to be a really great day today, and we can continue to see this over the next week or so. As I said, could turn potentially very, very warm for the middle of May. So do have a look at the UK Met Office run, have a look at precipitation and temperature over the next 5 days. Now, yes, temperatures are going to be on the up. We are going to see a step change, but there will still be a bit of unsettled conditions around, potentially, especially early next working week. So do run through, you can see over the course of this afternoon, a few showers towards the west of Scotland and maybe a few convective showers across parts of South Wales, but nothing too crazy through the evening. And then heavier rain pushing in from the west, a weather front pushing through for Friday morning through northwest areas into southern parts of Ireland as well. It does shift eastwards, so by Friday evening, many areas across the Midlands, heading into southeast England, lots of moderate to light rain. Turning more patchy as it just disintegrate up against the higher pressure, but still could bring a little bit of rain for some through Friday evening. Through Saturday, a little bit cloudier, but a few showers popping off, and for the Midlands and the far south, we could see more sunshine, but cloud is spilling in from the west. And you can see by Sunday, not too bad of a day once again, very nice with cloud breaking apart with some sunshine. But it's by Monday that's where we start to see weather fronts potentially push in and a little bit more onset. You can see centre of low just to our northwest. And again, we can't say exactly what's happening with the precipitation 5 days out, as these low pressures can slightly move in that type of time frame. But it does look like it would be slightly more unsettled on Monday and Tuesday, perhaps, than it is at the moment, with more widespread showers. So that is something we do need to keep an eye on. But because low pressure is out to our west, it is dragging up much hotter air from the far southeast. As you can see, 7 to 8 degree isotherm moving up in the far southeast, and that's just a sign to come with very warm air masses to our south and our east. So if we do have a look at the temperatures, you can see today, as I said, bit of a step change today. Widely, temperatures getting up towards 18 to 20 degrees across many areas of England, Wales, and Republic of Ireland. And you can see we could see the isolated 21, 22 degree for high temperature. If we do run through that again, overnight temperatures won't drop too low, down towards 8 to 12 degrees perhaps. And by Friday afternoon, once again, maybe more confined further south and east with a bit more cloud in the west, but 21, 22 degrees is possible, widely 18 to 20 degrees. So another very warm day, and other areas will still get up into the high teens as well, just more isolated and less widespread. Run through Saturday, not too cold overnight, and by Saturday afternoon, once again, seeing those temperatures rise to 18 to 20 degrees widely, 21, 22 degrees possible in the far south. So that sort of bullseye position of the warmest temperatures will shift around over the next few days. But generally, if you're in England or Wales, we're going to have plenty of nice days, warm days coming up. Could be, though, as I said, a few showers and some thicker cloud at times, especially towards the end of the weekend, start of next week. And you see by Sunday afternoon, widespread warm day. Best temperatures in the West Midlands and parts of Wales, 21, 22 degrees, but widely 17, 18, 19 degrees, even up into Northern England, Northern Ireland, and parts of Scotland as well. Potentially, we could see all countries, or all nations in the United Kingdom and Republic of Ireland reach 20 degrees on Sunday. Again, things could change, but that's what the latest model is showing. And by Monday, temperatures once again very warm. Specifically in the specifically further southwards and eastwards, far west of Scotland and Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland a bit lower. We got thicker cloud and weather fronts moving, as I said, low pressure just to our west. So this could change where we see this temperature gradient, where it's only 12, 13 degrees in Republic of Ireland and 21 degrees in Wales, that we could see a shift where that boundary is, but widely 21, 22 degrees on Monday. Very, very warm indeed. So we move on to the mid to long range, have a look at the models GFS, GM and ECMWF. They are, I had a look at them already, and they are going continually for very, very warm middle third of May. Temperatures into the mid-20s, if not high 20s, maybe even touching on 30 degrees on the warmest runs. As I said, it's not guaranteed to be completely settled the whole time, but is going to be warm, and we have good consistency with this now. So we do run through, you see high pressure is building in over the coming days, and that's why it's going to be a little bit drier toward the end of this working week. So Friday, Saturday time is going to be drier, but as I said, by Sunday, Monday time, you see low pressure running in from the west, mainly impacting northwards and westwards. The far south and east, we're dragging up warmer southwesterly to southerly winds, and that's bringing warmer air in, but as I said, could spark a few showers with low pressure close by. That low pressure does move through eventually for all by sort of Wednesday, Thursday time, so it could be slightly fresher for Wednesday, Thursday with a few showers and cloud around. But it's by the end of next working week, sort of day 8 to day 10 range, we see this big high pressure ridge up from the south, and we see a really warm air mass underneath it, and it goes warm, if not hot, for the middle third of May, and right towards the end of the run, maybe showing a bit more of a westerly flow, but still very warm indeed. Now, if you do have a look at those upper air temperatures, we're going to see that, as you see in a minute, we're going to be seeing that 10 degree isotherm, if not 15 degree isotherm, threaten the UK for quite a period of time, which is well above average for this time of year. So you see the 5 degree isotherms involved, that's getting temperatures into the low 20s. But it's as this low pressure clears and we start to build that high pressure, southerly winds start coming up, and we see that 10 degree isotherm engulf the whole of the UK, and that 15 degree isotherms just to our south across parts of Spain, Portugal, and France. We could see us tapping into that in some of the warmer runs. Beyond that, we stay under the 10 degree isotherm in the south all the way to 384 hours. Now, not only is it very warm air mass aloft, but having consistent days with these warm temperatures means the heat's going to build. So perhaps sort of by end of next working week, we could see 23, 24, 25 degrees, but a few days later we could see 27, 28 degrees, not because the upper air temperatures have changed that much, but because the heat is built more on the surface. So that is something we do need to take into account. But if we also do have a look at the temperature deviation, you can see if we run back to when it gets to the warmest, you can see it well above average, 8 to 10 degrees at 850 HPA, above average. very, very hot, warm, if not hot indeed. So do you have a look at the GM run, see how that does compare. High pressure building in at the moment. Low pressure running in through the middle of next week, but it's that high pressure building in towards the end of the week. Southeasterly winds coming in, and you can see a very warm air mass getting wafted up from the south. The 10-degree isotherm, followed by the 15-degree isotherm, and you can see the 20-degree isotherm is down into the Mediterranean, impacting parts of Spain, perhaps. Incredibly hot air mass moving up there. That would give temperatures into the mid-30s for those regions. Again, look at that temperature deviation, incredibly hot across parts of France, 10 degrees above average and widely 6 to 8 degrees above average for most of Western and Northwestern Europe. Very warm conditions coming quite widely here. And yes, GM is slightly more delayed than the GFS, but nevertheless, it goes for that southerly flow. It goes for that warm, if not hot, heat wave type pattern. If we have a look at the ECMWF, and spoilers, it does continue on from the other models. It does show a very similar pattern. High pressure building in over the next couple of days, bringing warmer conditions, slightly warmer, so low 20s as we saw with the UKMO run, but precipitation and low pressure doesn't move through for a period towards the middle of next week before that high pressure does build to our east. Southeasterly winds, low pressure blocked out in the Atlantic, and you can see those incredibly warm air masses spreading up. 10-degree isotherm engulfing the whole of the UK, 15-degree isotherm sitting across parts of Europe. It does look like Europe is going to going into, I wouldn't say the furnace, because it is only May. If we saw this pattern in July, we would be going into the absolute furnace. Widely 30 degrees across Europe, but more likely mid-20s. So very, very warm across the whole of Europe. And we have a look, actually at 2 meter temperatures, and you can see incredibly warm. Yes, these are midnight temperatures, widely 15 to 18 degrees. If we do run it back a little bit, you can see widely mid-20s, if not 30 degrees across Europe. Very hot indeed. And we have a look at the temperature deviation. You can see across the whole of Europe, pretty much, or at least whole of Central and Western Europe, even into parts of Eastern Europe as well. You can see widely temperatures are 4 to 6 degrees above average, and especially in the northwestern quadrant towards the UK, 8 to 10 degrees above average. Incredibly warm. So if you do finish the video by having a look at the ensembles, if we do go into the 850 HPA temperature and precipitation, you can see over the next day or two warmer than average temperatures with a bit of precipitation. But as we head towards the weekend with that high pressure building in, you can see it does go drier, perhaps until middle of next week, where we see precipitation increase slightly again, but we have much warmer air masses in by then. So yes, showers around, but it will be much warmer, if not hotter. And you can see the GFS ensembles, yes, perhaps only a slight dip around the 13th of May, but it is pretty much consistently 5+ degrees above average, some points getting up towards 7 or 8 degrees above average. The operational run there is, yes, a warmer run, but it is by no means alone. Most of the ensemble members are going for a very similar pattern. It's just unbelievable how few ensembles are below average. Only like 5 or 6 ensembles are below average. So yeah, very, very warm conditions coming up, and minimal precipitation. Yes, some precipitation around, but quite minimal. If we do have a look at the 2 meter temperatures, you can see widely 20 degrees is going to be breached over the coming couple of weeks. Yes, things beyond day 10 can change, but it looks up until day 10 pretty consistent now. We're going to be seeing 20 degrees somewhere in the country pretty much every day, and some days widespread 20+ degrees, getting up towards mid-20s, as I said, or even high 20s, maybe 30 degrees. Now the ensembles, of course, do underdo it a little bit because they are lower resolution, but you can see most of the ensemble members are getting toward that low 20s to mid-20s range. All those ensemble members showing 26, 27 degrees, that's more widespread, and locally with those sort of temperatures, we could see 30 degrees. But as I said, the average of all these ensembles is in around that low 20s mark, which is perfectly feasible and very, very warm indeed. Now, if we do have a look at the ECMWF, and they do, these ensembles follow on very similar. Warm, very warm over the next couple of weeks. Precipitation is there, but it's pretty minimal for 50 ensemble members, and you can see, yeah, well above average, 5 to 10 degrees above average. And you look at the 2 meter temperatures, again widely into that low 20s mark for the middle of May, and you can see some very extreme runs, including the control run, getting into the low 30s, 31, 32 degrees could be breached there on the 16th of May. Incredibly warm, very hot there, and you can see the lows on that thicker blue line hardly getting below 20 degrees. Proper heat wave like conditions. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that by any means, but the potential is there. It definitely looks like it's going to be warmer than average. How hot and how warm, yeah, that's yet to be exactly determined, but it does look like we're going to be going into some very warm summer-like conditions, proper summer-like conditions, not just little 20 degrees, but mid-20s, proper summer-like conditions. Remember, the average high temperature in July for the southeast is 21 degrees, so above average for even the summer. So anyway, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. If you are a summer lover, hopefully this weather coming up is going to be good for you. If you're a gardener out there, it does look like, unfortunately, it's going to continue to be quite dry and hot and warm. But we hopefully should see some convective showers, if not over the last day or two with those thunderstorms yesterday, but over the course of the next few days into next week, there should be some rain around for quite a few. Yes, it won't be crazy amounts, but a little bit. So hopefully that will do for the time being. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again for another video soon.